Hey there, I'm Chris from Intro Games with a quick look at Stargazers. This is a pass and play game for 2 to 6 players, takes 20 to 30 minutes to play, and is for ages 8 and up. You're all looking up at the night sky as stargazers trying to draw the constellations, but naturally each of you sees something different. Spot stars, connect them with lines to make constellations, and be the first one to do that because each star can only be used in one constellation. As part of setup, everyone gets one copy of this A4/letter sheet, one colored marker, and one constellation from the shuffled deck. As part of setup, you'll also get to place 2 of your stars, non-adjacent stars, or in the real world, you just draw them on the stars. You also then get to protect one of your stars by drawing a circle around it, like such. Protecting a star makes it less advantageous for other people to use because if they do, they're basically awarding you 5 bonus points when it's used. So this is my starting constellation, and these stars are gray for a reason. Anyone can use them, but once a star is in a constellation, it can't be used in a second constellation. Once I've filled in the stars, I'll write in my initials and the very bottom here, and then pass the sheet to the left to start playing. Each round, I'm going to color in one star and then take one action. So I want to try to make this pattern with the stars that are on this board. After coloring in a star, I can take an action, and these actions are shown on the sheet right now. I can claim another constellation card, so I would take 3 cards from the top of the deck, choose one, and then put the other 2 on the bottom of the deck. And I want to keep these secrets so that no one else knows what I'm going for. You do have a hand limit of 3 cards. I can choose to discard a constellation card I've already collected to draw one more star on this sheet, and I can also choose to protect a star, and again, circling it scores me 5 bonus points if someone else uses it in one of their constellations. So I'm going to draw some cards, pick one of them I think I can complete, and then put the other 2 back to the bottom of the deck. And once you've done that, if able, you can complete one of the constellations that you have collected. To do that, you would just draw the lines connecting the stars and then tally up the points they're worth down here. So just to show us a quick scoring example here, on my turn I've placed this star here, and this will let me complete this constellation here. In other words, all the stars are in the right pattern, and it's important to note that this constellation card cannot be rotated, flipped, or mirrored. The name of the constellation must be in the lower left corner, and it must be facing you correctly. Once I've done that, though, I can draw the lines on this sheet exactly as I see it on the constellation cards, and then I can score. So I, as the person that drew it, score 4 points, plus 3 points for every star in this constellation. So I would score 4 plus 3 points for 1 star. Red would score 2 stars, 3 points each for their stars being used. And green would score 3 points for having one of their stars used. And then once that's done, the sheet would pass clockwise as usual. The constellation card that I've completed stays face up on the table for everyone to see, and the end of the game is triggered when any player has completed 5 constellations or when the deck of constellations runs out. That is the end of the game. We then score points based on the constellations you've completed just by putting all the sheets together and adding up across the rows, and then the most points wins. This pass and play mechanic aims to reincorporate player interaction into an evolution of a roll and write game. There's no dice rolling, but there's still plenty of randomness to make things interesting because each person is trying to draw their own constellations, their own patterns, and possibly take advantage of the other players' stars wherever they've drawn them. This has been Stargazers, and I've been Chris Backe of Intro Games. Thanks for watching.